What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I was already 21 people up in here waiting. What's good, Shy? Felicia P. Norman, Monet, Chanel, what's good? Teresa, CC Free, Maritza, hey Maritza. True Savage, what's good, big bro? I'm glad to see you in the building. I missed you. Nifa, Dominique, what's good, y'all? So blessed. Carla, Child, Deja. Well, I'm gonna wait for a couple of more people to get up in here, honey. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get up in here. I put the word out. I put this shit out last night, yesterday, rather. I think around about 4 something. So everybody could have been well aware of it. I put it over Instagram. I might need to do it over Twitter too while you're playing. But everybody that follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. So it's just like, what's good, y'all? Ciao. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Last night was a key, bitch. Last night was a key. And I know y'all are ready to talk about it, but y'all know before we do, we got to get the preliminary stuff out the way first. And that's Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, it's only right and it's only fair that we get them up out the way first because they are in this. Y'all make sure to like up this video. Like up this video. Like it up if you would like to donate to the channel. You could donate to the channel by hitting that join button. I have 2 tiers. 2 tiers. Both tiers are cheap. You understand me? Because I understand times are hard. I also have PayPal scrolling somewhere. And I also have Cash App scrolling somewhere. There you go. If y'all would like to donate to the channel that way, that is just fine. But more importantly, like. It's free to like. Like up this video, child. Yes, we got to talk about Atlanta before we talk about Potomac because that's only right. I got them up in here for a reason. We got to get them up out the way first so then we can get down to the nonsense now. It's only right. Let me wait for a couple of more people up in here. Let me tell y'all something. Last night's Potomac was, girl. Don't worry. We're going to breeze through Atlanta because there won't nothing to talk about in Atlanta. So you ain't even got to worry about that. That's going to be a boom, bam, bing, and then we out of there. I promise y'all. We're not going to stay on that for a long period of time because it won't much to the damn episode in the first damn place. Thank you, Joanne, for your like. Like. Super chats are accepted and greatly appreciated. They are, but if you don't want YouTube to take 30%, what you say? But if you don't want YouTube to take 30% of your donation, which they do, yes, thank you, little baby. I got PayPal. I also got Cash App. I appreciate that because YouTube do take 30%. YouTube get on my nerves, child. YouTube want everybody money, girl. Taking 30% of people's super chats. That ain't right. Thank you. I forgot all about that. Thank you, Monet. Yes, Monet. Appreciate you, boo. I'm good, boo. Girl, that binder was everything, honey. That binder was everything. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Puffy Puff, for your super chat as well, boo. Mwah. Greatly appreciate it. Every little bit helps. I appreciate that, boo. Thank you. Yes. All right, it's 81 people up in here. So I guess I could go on ahead and get it started. Girl, let me go on ahead and get Atlanta up out the way because that's a quick read. We finally met Drew Sidor. Shout out to Drew Sidor. Drew and her man been married for 6 years, and they already got trouble in paradise. I will say this. Yeah, it is 30% of super chats. That is too much, girl. Listen, for all of that, I may as well have Stevie J and all of them managing me. YouTube taking 30% of super chats. But I do appreciate the people that do it. That's why I put down the Cash App and the PayPal or whatever. I ain't got that to worry about. But I greatly appreciate it. One thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way about Ralph was when when Drew talked about how they got into a fight and that bitch left for 3 damn days. He left to go from Atlanta to Tampa and then had the nerve to sit up and talk about, well, why is me telling you where I am helpful or beneficial? Drew, you a much better woman and wife than I ever be, because Lord knows God, let a bitch leave my house for 3 days and think he gonna come back. Girl, I know you lying, but we're gonna move on from that. Kenya, Shane, and Drew. Kenya does what Kenya always does. I hope when Drew sees she rip Kenya ass a new one. Marlo and Kenya still with the shenanigans, with this fake, phony ass friendship of theirs, whatever. Latoya was being way too condescending, way too soon. Latoya, we don't know shit about you, bitch. And you already getting up here talking about scent and her cold ass meatballs. Like, if they was cold, just shut up and eat it and act like it ain't. Or you do what the rich white people do and ask, where can you warm up your shit? Moving on. Posha came home from Shawshank. Thank you, Posha Luther King Jr. for your for what you did for the peoples, and Breonna Taylor. I appreciate that. Did I miss anything? I did not. So now let's get down to the real get down of why the hell y'all here. Let's get down to the real. Hold on, let me tap stamp this girl. 620. So, girl, let us go on ahead and get down to Real Housewives of Potomac. Honey, thank you, Goldie, for the Cash App, boo. I didn't know they take 30%. Oh, it's okay, boo. I appreciate you for this. Thank you for your Cash App, baby. I do appreciate it. Girl, let's jump on. First and foremost, I told y'all it was going to be quick. It won't much to it. First and foremost, we got to talk about the looks and the fashions. Hated it for me was Ashley's dress. Horrendous. Hated it. Giselle's dress would have been cute if it didn't have all of them big Party City rhinestones on it. I can accept Robin's dress. Hated it for me was Robin, and when I saw the sad look of Robin's wig, I said, what in the see, girl, this is what I did last night. I couldn't get it out. I said, what in the snake skin hell is going on with Robin and that damn wig? Like, I think I see where Robin was trying to go with it. It was a no for me, doll. To keep from, busting a gut like I did last night. I'm just gonna say I think I know where you was going with it. Yeah, it's a no for me, doll. Point blank, period. Thank you so much. Tiffany, yes, Tiffany, thank you so much for your Cash App, boo. Mwah, I received, appreciate it. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Candace's dress, I liked it. I like Candace's dress. I even like the big bow on it. I mean, I thought Candace's dress was cute. And of course, Monique gets best. Monique gets best dressed, period. Like, that is how you show up to gather bitches down to a reunion. Monique looked impeccable, but I'm not surprised. Monique stays looking absolutely exquisite, and I'm all here for it. Karen's dress, Karen, I'll accept. I will accept. So we just go move on. So the ladies getting ready for the reunion, and Andy does what Bravo Andy does, and that's go fly by through everybody's rooms and talk about how, how they're feeling and what they've been going through. And y'all know they filmed this pre-COVID, so now we got to see them in the element post-COVID, and seeing them, how they all came in with their shields and how they had to have their temperatures taken and things like that. So it was real good to see that. I already talked about Robin's hideous, atrocious, fucked up, delirious, delusional. tied, delayed, dizzy, and through ass wig, and we just gonna let that go. So then it starts off with a montage of the ladies over the past 5 years. Who got the most improved from me has to go to Karen. Lord knows, because don't worry, Robin, you not by yourself when it come down to the tacky, frizzy, frowsy, dried up, caked up, shedding ass wigs, because Lord knows Karen has had her fair share over these past 5 years. I'm really glad that they did that montage, because I completely forgot how atrocious Karen used to look when she first got up on this thing talking about etiquette this and etiquette that and this, that, and this. Girl, them wigs and them looks must have humbled her ass. Plus her parents going to glory. Shout out to them. May they rest in peace. That humbled her ass as well. Ray and his tax situation humbled that ass as well. Hey, Real Hot Boys Houston. So for me, Karen gets most improved. Monique was everything. I could not find one thing wrong out of Monique's 4 years, because she came on second season, I believe. I couldn't find anything wrong out of Monique's 4 years. Like, she always seemed to get it right. Candace is a close second. I lived for it. Ashley was a hit and miss. Some seasons she had it, other seasons it was completely missed. But she definitely, it's a hit and miss for me today. And Tacky was Tacky. The Dickless Dyke was the Dickless Dyke. There was nothing to girl. Listen, this the real gag. This has been the most feminine that I have seen Robin since she been up on this thing. And we just gonna let that be what that's at. So then they talk about Giselle's outfits over the season, and then her and Karen gets into it. And Karen says Giselle looked a mess. Hot, stanky, boo-boo, hot garbage, waste management, shitty, shitrous ass mess is basically what Karen was talking about when she was running down on Tacky Jezebel Giselle. Girl, it was tacky dacky. Tacky dacky, hot, stanky, boo-boo garbage, carry back to where the hell you got it from. Return to sender. Is broken and we don't want it no more. Karen went in and I have, and I was all here for Karen. So then Wendy had the nerve to come out of her face talking about Giselle suffers from pretty girl syndrome, so she doesn't have to try hard to look pretty. And much like I said in my review last night, I'm going to say it again. Thick weave, I get it. That's your LS, line sister. You going to look out for her? It is what it is. I will say this. I think it's fucked up and foul at how when other new people get up here up on this thing, you have no grace towards them, but simply because Wendy is your line sister, you automatically go up for her. I mean, listen, I'm not a part of a fraternity. Bitch, I was in band. That was a fraternity to me. Any band head, that's a fraternity. So you may as well say my ass was in one. But I think it's real foul and played out that you could run down on all the new girls and you don't give Wendy an ounce of what you've given everybody else. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I get it. That's your soror. I mean, that's your LS. Y'all cross the burning sands of the same sorority. Y'all bump the same coochies and all that other type of stuff. I'll let you have it. But I'm just saying. So then they asked Carpet Munching Robin what the hell she thought about Tacky Dacky and her tacky ass fashions this season, plus the seasons before last. And of course, you know, she can't say what she really wants to say is, which is they tacky, and I wouldn't dress a dead corpse in none of her fashions. She went on ahead and cleaned it up and say, oh, well, why you gotta ask me? But since you did, I mean, they're cute for her. She knows how to rock them. It's not necessarily my style. And my whole thing to Robin is, girl, what is your style? Some days you want to wear dresses. Other days you want to dress like you just got freshly fucked from Cleo, from Set It Off. What is your style? I mean, your style. What is your style? What is your fashion palette? I'm still trying to figure it out. But whatever. Thank you, Joanne, for the cash app, boo. Mwah. Thank you for the cash out, baby. So we're gonna move on from that. Giselle brings up the fact that Karen had on a fake Fendi outfit. Now listen, I'm torn because I hear what Karen is saying as far as it comes to alterations. I get that. I done had many things altered in my day that were name brand. Never at one point when I went and got something altered around the neck, around the waist, around the hip, whatever, altered to the point where the people just completely messed up the name and we saw indie. You understand? I've never wore a Fendi outfit that I had to get taken in or taken out, and they just completely took off all of the F's around that thing. I never had it. I've never seen it. I've never saw it. I never seen it. I've never seen it. But because it's Karen, and Karen gave her answer, and Karen said that it was altered, I'm going to go on ahead and believe it. And we're going to let that be where it's at. I see people say it was altered. Look on Twitter. Bitch, I ain't looking nowhere. Because if I bought a Fendi outfit, okay, and I went to have it altered, and then I go and look at it, and I see the F is completely gone, either you going to run me my money, or you going to buy me a whole new damn Fendi outfit, and this time I'm going to get it in my size. I'm just going to be real. I'm just going to be real. Like, I hear what all of y'all are saying. It was altered. Fine. We going to let Karen have it. Because Giselle can't talk about nobody's outfits quiet as it's kept. Bitch, have you seen, like I keep telling y'all, Giselle looks like she done shopped at La Rag Ben all of her life. Like, everything that Giselle had on this season was real Plato's Closet base, City Trends base, Goodwill base, Salvation Army base. I was riding down the street in my 6'4", and I just so happened to stop by a yard sale, and some white lady was throwing away all her shit, and I bought most of it, and I just concocted it. Like, Giselle's outfits looks like a third grade. Giselle's outfit looked like a third grade home ec project gone mad. That's how she looked all season long. So for me, I'm really not here for Giselle sitting up here trying to rag down on anybody's outfits or fashion or choice of style. But whatever. Thank you, Demetrius. Thank you so much for being a fan. I appreciate that, Demetrius, and thank you for your cash out, boo. Mwah. It is greatly appreciated. It will be used to the glory of the kingdom. Thank you so much. So then let's get down to Robin saying basically that Karen is solely responsible for everybody in America thinking that she and Giselle are responsible for the fight. She talked about how she's been getting death threats, and people have been talking about how they're gonna beat her up, and she need her ass beat, and all of the rest of this stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something, Great Dane. I don't feel bad for you. This is the real gag. Giselle is solely responsible for that fight. But because you eat her cooch 24/7 and you lay up in her puss with your carpet munching ass all day, all night, whatever the way she blows, you are sure to follow, and your ass is collateral damage. I keep telling you, Robin, I've been telling you this shit all season long. All season long. Get out of the orifices of Giselle Coochie and have a mind of your damn own. And because you didn't, people lumped your ass right along up with her. And I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for you. Because you're right. You're not solely responsible for that fight. Giselle ass is. But because you never called Giselle out on her shit, and you always seem to ride for her, and you can always seem to take her logic, you're guilty by association. And that's just where that's at. So I'm not mad at anything that you are getting off of social media. I'm not mad. Have a mind of your damn own. That's the same thing that Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives had to learn the hard way, constantly being Evelyn's flunky and not having a man of her own. I thought you would have learned your lesson from her, but I guess not. Moving on. So then they talk about thick weave, and I just don't give a damn. I don't care to talk about thick weave. She added absolutely nothing to the France. She did it. She added nothing to the season other than her 4 degrees. She had nothing to talk about, and it sucks because she actually had really good storylines that she could have used. Being also cast, the fact that her family is running down on her at every turn, all over social media streets, giving us her real tea, that how she just came up here and did it herself. People see, I keep telling y'all, if you don't fix your tea, somebody else gonna do it for you, and they gonna add whatever the flying hell they want to add to it. I keep telling y'all that. Don't nobody want to listen to me. What else? We could have talked about her and Eddie and how hurt Eddie was that his listen. You could have talked about how Eddie's family think that your family is scum underneath their shoe, and how you the bottom of the barrel. Like, you could have talked about that. There were so many places that your story could have went, but the only thing that you wanted to browbeat us with is your 4 degrees. And how proud we are that you are a Black woman walking around here with 4 degrees and being a professor at the Johns Hopkins University. Bitch, that only means something to you. I got degrees. I went to college. I was in band. I did a lot of stuff. I was very active in college. I done been there and done that. But I'm not walking around here throwing what I've done in everybody's face. I don't get nothing for that. I don't get nothing for that. And you got absolutely nothing for that. So we just gonna move on along. So then they talk about Kamala Harris being vice president and being an AKA. I was there with them with that. Shout out to Kamala. Woo. Shout out to Kamala and her degrees, and for her crossing the burning sands to be an AKA and being the first one, not only the first woman president, but the first Black woman president. Not only the first Black woman president, but the first Black woman president to have been a part of the Divine Nine. Go in and let have. Moving on. So Ashley talks about how Wendy throws her degrees in people's faces. And again, I understand thick weave. It is a cultural thing. You're from Nigeria. People in Nigeria heavily believe in education. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I really wish a lot of Americans could come up with can do shit like that. I get all that. It's one thing to be proud of your accomplishments, and it's another thing to just be a condescending asshole about it. And that's all you've been being about it since you got up on this thing. A condescending asshole. Every other word out of your mouth is, I'm Dr. Wendy. I got 4 degrees. Much like Tacky Dacky Giselle said, bitch, I don't need your resume. I mean, thank you for getting up, getting out, and getting it on your own. But girl, we don't need your resume. You got 4 degrees? Great. What else do you have to bring to the table? You teach at Johns Hopkins? Great. What else do you have to bring to the table? I'm just saying. And we're going to move on from that. Thank you, Michael, for the cash app. Mwah. Thank you for the cash out, Michael. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know if you're gay or not, but I'm going to go on ahead and kiss you anyway because you keep you in your bed. Moving on. So Giselle and Robin throw Cameron under the bus, as they always do, when Giselle brings up the fact that, you know, she was trying to kick Wendy up off the show. One thing that really pissed me off, and see, Wendy, this is why Karen called you ignorant. Not ignorant, ignorant. Excuse me, because you saw how quickly Giselle showed you her true colors about how you could say something to Giselle and Giselle would phrase it and add all kind of extra stank to it. about the whole what she called her a floozy or something like that. Giselle said, "Oh, well, I added the floozy part in there only because Karen was trying to kick you up off the show." And like, and see, it like if I was Wendy, right? While I will probably be in agreement with Giselle about Karen trying to kick me up off the show, my thing to Giselle would have been, yeah, but you lied. And you made it sound worse than what it actually was. That's a problem for me. And I hate when people do that. Don't twist my words around to try to make it seem as if I'm going in and letting half when that's not the case at all. And I don't even think Cameron was really trying to kick Wendy off the show. Karen's whole thing was she doesn't fit in. And she doesn't fit in. She doesn't. She does not fit in with these group of women. I'm sorry, but she doesn't. I don't think Karen was being mean. Karen was simply telling the truth. Karen was saying what everybody else been saying since she got up here. She does not fit in. This isn't the crowd for her. She needs to be somewhere teaching in the Johns Hopkins University, like she keeps saying, and having people call her Dr. Wendy or Professor Dr. Wendy or Dr. Professor Wendy or Professor Ogilvy or whatever the flying fuck they call her ass around there. That's what she needs to be. That's what Cameron was saying. You adding all of this extra to it, it made it more than what it was. And that's exactly why Karen called you ignorant. Because there's no way in hell that it could have been me. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, wait a minute. Well, what else have you added extra stank to? But I will say this. I do think Wendy did have a point, though, when she said that Karen just didn't like her because she wasn't all up her butt like Candace and Ashley did because she's the oldest and they're younger than her. I do feel, don't beat me up for this, but I do feel like there is a small little bit of that do ring true. I agree with that. I do believe that rings a little bit true. Because when all of these younger females get up here, they all seem to flock to Karen. Wendy wasn't one of them girls. And I do think that made Karen kind of feel a little type of way. Now, I am going to say that. I'm all about being fair, and I'm just going to be fair about that. In my opinion, there's a little bit of truth to that. A little bit of truth to that. A little, not a lot. A little. Not a whole lot. A small little, a teensy bit. I think it kind of bothered Karen a little bit, just a little bit. Yes, y'all like up this video. It's 106 likes up here. I could be wrong, but y'all like up this video some more because it's 289 of y'all up in this thing. So we just gonna move on from that. Thank you. Who is this? Who is this? Lord is not pulling up. When they pull up, I'm gonna thank you properly. But thank you for the Cash App. I see the symbol. Thank you, baby. Mwah. It's not pulling up right now. My phone is cray. So then Andy, messy ass Andy, asked Candace. Well, he didn't ask her. He said, "So I heard you moved out of Dorothy's house." Thank you for calling it Dorothy's house because it is Dorothy's house because Dorothy was paying the rent up on that thing. But then we come to because she didn't want to answer it at first, but then she went on ahead and decided to answer it, and she let it be known that she did. They did purchase a home with her money, his money, and the only thing that Dorothy bought in there was a fake plant. So congratulations, Candace, for everybody who feels like I hate Candace and I never want to see her win. Congratulations, Candace and Chris, on finally being first-time homeowners of your own home, and you finally decided to stop sucking that powdered milk off of your dusty ass mammy's tatas long enough for you to finally be a real damn woman of your own. Thank you for being a woman for a change, a wife for a change. I appreciate that. Y'all like how I threw them jabs up in there? See, I could go up for you and still jab your ass in the gut. So then And messy ass Andy being messy again brings up trying to compare Ashley's song to Candace's song. Now I will say this. Candace, you threw the first blow by calling Ashley's song trash. You did. You threw the first blow. But what I don't like that Candace does, Candace, you could have kept it about the song. You could have just ran down on her song all day. I would have been here for it. You throwing in her dirty ass husband and he's itching and you might need to go checked out because he's itching, so I'm sure you itching too, and you sit up and wonder why your ass got popped in the damn mouth. Now we all know Ashley ain't about that life. Ashley ain't gonna pop the girl, to let me tell it, girl, Ashley wouldn't even pop a damn balloon because she just as scary as Tweety Bird is. However the case, that's why your ass got jabbed in your mouth, because you don't know how to just let the shade lie where it needs to be at. I could have thought of 1,000,001 jabs that you could have used for Ashley's tired ass song that everybody forgot about. But then you want to get upset when she go in and let have on you, but you started it. You started it. Like, let's just call it where it's at. Now, I'm not mad at you defending yourself. That's what you're supposed to do. But let it stay in the realm of where it was given. That was talking about the song. It should have stayed about the song. The whole itching and the Michael thing and yada, yada, yada. Like, you go too far. You go way too far. But the gag is neither one of you hoes will be winning America's Got Talent or American Idol or Sunday's Best or none of that no time soon. Like Candace, I highly doubt your song will ever even make the billboards. Now, I like the song. I think it's cute. But for you to sit up and try to run down on Ashley the way that you did, I mean, both of y'all gave a little yang, yang, yang around the house. Like, I don't foresee you performing your song on the Soul Train Awards, BET Awards, the VMAs, the Oscars, the Grammys. I don't see it. The NAACP Awards. I don't see you doing it, sis. So then the whole thing about colorism came up. And this is the shit that people do that I hate. You can't just call somebody out for what it is. It always has to be colorism. Oh, is it because I'm darker that I have to be this? Is it because I'm a dark-skinned girl? It got to be all of this. Listen, right? And I already know the dark-skinned women going to be mad at me when I say this. They already dubbed me the L Teddy of the panel because they say I cuss out black women too much. Fuck you, frowsy bitches. How about that for cussing y'all fuck asses out? Wendy, you was being aggressive to Ashley. It wasn't like what Ashley said came out of nowhere. You was aggressive to her. You was aggressive to her doing the whole first part of you being around everybody down to the lake house. You was aggressive because you got upset and jealous because Monique allowed her to bring baby Dean, which she really did need. Listen, I keep trying to tell y'all, Dean could take care of itself. Ashley ain't had to bring that damn baby, but we don't let that be where it's at. You was aggressive then. You was aggressive when they was sitting at the dinner table. People like you call me Dr. Wendy. That's how you address me. How is that not aggressive? She called it what you get. She called out what you gave her. It was aggressive. It had nothing to do with your skin tone. Bitch, I'm brown skin and I'm calling it aggressive. So am I a colorist? Like, I hate when people do that. Stop putting everything off on colorism. I hate that shit. I hate that. That crawls under my skin like scabies. You being a darker tone woman had nothing to do with it. It didn't. It didn't. You were aggressive. She called it out. Just like if the shoe was on the other foot and Ashley came off like that, you would have called her aggressive. I wonder would it have been a colorism thing then? Like y'all, listen, we're going to move on from that because I can already see a lot of people are going to get upset, but it is what it is. Dean should have been out there with the girls. Dean has 7 degrees and can speak for himself. Okay. Then they get down to her being on Twitter. This is another thing that bothers me with you Candace stands and you Candace fans, and which is why I don't give a flying hell about what y'all got to say, because it is what it is. Candace wants to sit up and be upset about what Monique has done on Twitter and about what her fans have said about her on Twitter, and she wants to come with these, but let me back up. Wendy, you piss me off too. Because for you to sit up and call aggressive a buzzword or a trigger word to make your point, fine. I'm going to let you have that, and we're going to rest where that's at. Now, what's the difference when it comes to Candace and her trigger words and her buzzwords simply because she got her wig pulled, which is she's aggressive. I was attacked. She's unpredictable. She's threatening. Are those not buzzwords? All because she got her wig pulled over the situation that she helped create? Are those not trigger words? Is it not? And Monique and Candace are both brown-skinned women. So I'm not understanding the argument there. So Ashley can't call you aggressive for your aggressive behavior because those are trigger words and buzzwords. But Candace can walk around here pulling trigger words and buzzwords and nobody have nothing to say. I'm just going to let that be where it's at. So then it gets down to these Twitter things. And like I said again, you Candace fans stands get on my goddamn nerves. Because yes, Monique has went on Twitter and has did her little Twitter things and did what she always does or whatever the case may be. Fine. But Candace, you've done the same thing. Much like I said in my other live that I did. While Ashley was in the middle of pushing out Dean, his briefcase, the desk, the swivel chair, his name palette, and his nasty piece of globe, you had nothing better to do but to be on Twitter calling her all kind of roaches and hood rats and this, that, and this. Not to mention you did the same thing to Giselle, albeit deserving. You've done the same thing, running down on her house and how dilapidated it was. But see, like, that's the thing that bothers me. You want to sit up and play victim to the very same thing that you've done to people. What gives you the right to do that? What gives you the right to do that? What's good for the goose should be good for the geese. If you can get up on Twitter and do this all day on Twitter, how can you get upset for the next person doing the same thing to you? Then here you go with the buzzwords again. With the Twitter bullies, I'm being bullied. I'm being harassed. Bitch, kick rocks. Anyway, thank you, Puffy Puff, for the super chat, boo. They was. Cameron and Monique was the Shaq and the Kobe of this thing. Oh, baby, we gonna get down to that. You can be colorist no matter your complexion. You are absolutely right, CW, but this was not a colorist moment, is my point. This is not a colorist moment. Don't make it that. Don't do this. Don't make this that. Shout out to Tyree. Moving on. And I liked what Monique had to say too. When she was talking to when Wendy was running down trigger words and buzzwords to Ashley, even though she was being quite aggressive, Monique chimes in and she says, so what are the right pronouns to use? Ghetto, hood rat, progetic, because that's what I've been called. And then here go Wendy. Nobody was talking to you. But see, I love Monique. Monique, listen, let me tell y'all something. If I should ever get on a reality YouTube show, Monique gave me a roadmap of what to use when bitches come for me. Monique gave me a roadmap. See, Monique saved her smoke for the bitch that it needed to go to. I'm not even all the way mad that Monique didn't go in and let have on thick weave in that moment like I would have done. Because I get where Monique is coming from. Y'all hoes been talking all season long while I had to be iced out. I'm gonna get mine, and I'm gonna say what it is that I gotta say. I love the way she went on ahead and let that roll off. That's what you're supposed to do, Monique. You're a much better woman than I ever be, though, because I would have cussed thick weed the hell out. Because Monique had a point. What words can you use then? If you wasn't being aggressive, then what word can she use? So now the moment that we have all been waiting for. So Andy asked about Ram Dr. Hunchamal and her horse stable. Okay. And so the Karen and Giselle gets into it again because Karen was like, baby, let me tell you something. The inside of your house is very Ronald McDonald based. And I definitely agreed 1010%. It was very Ronald McDonald based. I look at Giselle, and despite the fact that I don't see it for that frowsy pussy asshole like that, she is a beautiful woman. Giselle is a really beautiful woman. Albeit 50, she is a beautiful woman. I will never take away the fact that she is absolutely gorgeous. But you would think a gorgeous woman as Giselle is will have better sense of self, style, taste, decorum, what have you. I don't know what's worse, the inside of her house or the shit she put on her body. I don't know what's worse. I'm trying to figure it out, but I can't. Listen, Giselle, as much grief as I give you about your horse stable, girl, go on ahead and keep your stable and all of the square feet that you got. Because if Robin keep playing around with the IRS, her, Juan, and them damn kids gonna need that lawn space, because they're gonna have your lawn space full of tents and futons. Because Lord knows if she don't get her act together when it comes to these IRS people, they go take her damn thing that she got. So I'm all here for you having your horse stable and having a whole bunch of acres, because something tell me Robin and Juan and them cheering is gonna need it. So then Karen reads Giselle ass down to the ground about her forever hue. Listen, best case to do when you're on a reality TV show and you're in the hot seat, the less you say, the lot better off that you are. So Andy messy ass again asked a fan question, and the fan said, well, Giselle, what's going on with your forever hue line? Because I went down to the internet, to your website, and it was taken down. So then Giselle goes, oh, well, because of COVID, the manufacturers, I guess she lost the manufacturers due to COVID. And Karen said, bitch. Bitch. That ain't what happened. That ain't the word on the curb. Word on the curb is, bitch, Target had to liquidate your shit because the shit won't sell it. Tell the truth and shame the devil. You ran down about Maladon fragrance that's all up at Bloomingdale's website and on HSN. You ran down on my wig line that Lord knows you and Robin definitely need to take advantage of. So don't sit here now and try to come up with all of these lies, falsehoods, fairy tales, and fallacies. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That ain't what happened. So then she had no choice but to be honest about it. That's why less is more. When you want to be a mean girl and you coming up here up on this thing and you run it down on everybody season after season after season after season after season, and then you get your day in the sun, less is a whole lot more. If I was her, I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd have my lawyer speak for me. Point blank, period. I would have had my lawyer speak for me, or I would have had my secret scissor sister of the Secret Scissor Society, Robin, with her carpet munching eating ass, speaking up for me. That's what I would have did. I'm gonna need more likes up in here, y'all. It's 437 of y'all up in here. How many likes I got, girl? 182 likes. I'm gonna need for all of y'all to go and like this right now. And we just gonna move on from that, because girl, we finna get down to the nitty gritty. So then Andy asks us about Reverend Dr. Hunchamal. Here go Giselle. Oh, well, we're great. We're in such a good place. So then he asks, so, well, what's going on with your daddy? Because to let your daddy tell it, he don't see it for him. He not rocking with him, and neither do your daughters. So then she says, well, you know, the show actually helped their relationship. Now, when it comes to my dad, I mean, he's my dad. He's going to always feel that way. I mean, if he didn't feel that way, you know, it would be a problem. Karen set up the alley-oop, and Giselle put that, and Monique put that shit in the basket. Because then Karen goes, oh, well, word on the curb is, girl, that ain't your man. He was never your man. He had a whole nother woman and a whole nother baby when he was supposedly with you. Not only that, your daddy, it was spraying you and his ass down all over that boom mic about how he got 6 or 7 baby mamas. All of this is around the time where that happened. So what's T? And here come Monique. Baby, let me tell you something. Listen to me. I said it once, I'm going to say it again. Monique gave me a roadmap. Should I ever get down on reality TV and hoes came for me all season long, she gave me a roadmap. I'm going to have a binder, and I'm going to have every damn thing in it that I need in it to go in and I have on y'all. So then, thank you, Miss Catherine, for your super chat, boo. I appreciate that. I also have PayPal and Cash App, so your 30% or mine won't get taken away, because YouTube takes 30% of all of the super chats, because you know YouTube, but that's what they do. Let me tell y'all something. The way that Monique ran down on Giselle like the blood of Jesus, I don't feel bad for Giselle. I'm not mad at what Monique did. I really wish Monique would have went a whole lot more harder than what she did. And let me tell y'all what else I didn't like. So when Monique was running down on Giselle, all prim and proper, the way that she's supposed to do when you're gathering and clearing a bitch together, you got Robin sitting around here talking about something. What is the point of all of this? What is the point of all of this? The point is, bitch, she has done nothing but ran down on me since season 2, all because she's jealous of the fact that I got 4 homes. I've been dealing with this from her since then. This has nothing to do with the right now. This has everything to do from season 2 on up to season 5, and I done had it up the hill with her. So since she feels the need to try to sit down, and this is another reason why, Robin, I don't feel bad for you, because you love to sit up and again want to sit up and take up for somebody that got you getting death threats, got people all up in your DMs telling you how they finna run down on your ass whenever they catch you. It's just like you never know how to just shut up and let somebody have their day in the sun. And I'm going to tell you something, Robin. You need to shut the hell up. Because while she's sitting around there having all of this stuff about Ram Dr. Hunchamal, I wonder what she got in her binder about you and Devil Dick and how he's running his demon dick down on girl from D.C. to Potomac to Virginia, to North Carolina, South Carolina, Fleur, Dur, and everywhere else in between. I wouldn't be surprised if she got all of that dirt down to your ass down up in there either. So you need to shut the hell up while you can. And wait for your turn to get your day in the sun. I won't mad at it. I won't mad at it. I won't mad at it. Baby, when she called him Reverend Holy Whore, I was to the bed dead. Do y'all hear me? To the bed dead. She said, since you want to call my husband Big Boy, let's talk about it. She said, you up here with this fake fraudulent ass relationship trying to run down on me. Girl, you listen. And I've been told all of y'all way back when that Giselle ass is a fucking fraud. I've been told y'all that. I've been told y'all that. She's a fraud. And all she does is sits up and run down on people, talk about people's marriages, talk about what people's relationship is. Like, I mean, Giselle has such the most despicable, the most nastiest attitude that when stuff like this happens to her, I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her. Giselle is getting every damn thing that she gets coming to her. Robin, your ass is next. Wendy, your ass is next. Because, listen, Wendy and Candace, for that matter, both of y'all sitting up here trying to go up for the ops. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead and have fun doing it. Have fun doing it. Because she finna gather both of you bum bitches up, and I'm going to be all here for it. Like, I'm not understanding how when she was running down on Giselle, how Candace was sitting there trying to be like, oh, that's so tacky. Oh, that's so trashy. Oh, that's so this. Oh, that's so that. Little girl, what did you think? What did you think? The way that y'all treated her all season long, what did you think was going to happen? And again, Candace, you're not helping out your case. Because it would seem to me that if you're so traumatized and you on 3M sticky notes and you on PTSD and you on anxiety medications and you're sitting back, rocking back and forth, humming Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound, checking all of the windows and doors and make sure that they're locked and reinforced because you're so scared that Monica's going to bust up in on you because you can't fight. It'll seem to me that you wouldn't have nothing to say. You would be sitting down playing up this whole PTSD role, right? So why is you running your mouth like, and see, Monica's better than I am? Because the whole time while you sitting up there trying to talk your shit, you know what I'd have told you? Bitch, shut up, because you can't fight. Shut up. That would have been my response to you. I'm not on you yet. Baby, let me tell you something. Candace's name and Monique's binder is posted. Girl, I died. I died. Candace's name is posted. Giselle's name is Last Lady. Listen, y'all. Listen. Let me get let me get back on Candace because I got more to take for Candace. Candace, you are such an unaccomplished bitch I have ever seen in my damn life. And for everybody that's because everybody been all up in my comments. Oh, well, you know, Candace is in this new BET movie, bitch. Ain't nobody seen BET since Games People Play. Girl, don't no real niggas watch BET. I know I don't. Who gonna see Candace on BET in this Christmas movie? Put a 1 in the chat if you gonna turn to BET and watch Candace's Christmas movie, and put a 2 in the chat if you like me and you like Girl Bye. Y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. Like the semantics and the antics that y'all fans and y'all stans be all up under my comments, calling yourselves, trying to get me together and all of the rest of this. And I'm sorry. I never once got up on this thing and said that I hated Candace. I never once got up here and said that I despise Candace. I keep telling y'all, when Candace first got up here and the way that she read down Giselle and Robin, anybody else that came for her, I went up for her. But I'm not about to sit here and play this game with her because it's not right and it's not fair. It's not right and it's not fair. It's not. The fight happened. It did. But now it's over with. All of this extra yada yada that everybody is doing, it ain't cool. You sitting up here doing everything you can to destroy this woman's life, this woman's marriage, this woman's family, because you got your wig pulled, tugged a couple times. Candace and Wendy irked my spirit. It's a no for me. She was playing herself. Child, I did see the movie, but I didn't know her ass was going to be in the movie. Child, Candace fans got popped in the mouth. Yeah, I mean, even Candace had to admit, Candace did take a little bit of accountability. Candace took a little bit of accountability. When that whole Texas thing happened, and Andy told her straight up, your life will be a whole lot better if you would stay off of Twitter. She did take a little bit of accountability when she says, listen, I understand that my mouth can get very harsh and this, that, and it like, Candace, I wouldn't mind your mouth so much if you knew how to back it up. I wouldn't mind your mouth so much if you knew how to back it up. I feel as though you could say whatever the flying hell you want to say so long as you can back it up. And the fact that you can't is where my problem with you lies. Because you say the most horrible and despicable things about somebody, i.e. how the YouTuber that recently died, you basically told him to drop dead. Would you hurry up and die? I know you're on dialysis. Would you just hurry up and like shit like that? And I tell y'all all the time, life and death lies in the power of the tongue. It says it in the Bible. And I know a lot of people don't want to blame Candace for that, but bitch, I do. And I know a lot of people don't want to blame Candace's mouth for her getting popped, but bitch, I do. I do. I do. I've grown up. I was born March 11th, 1988. You understand me? I'm the very tail end of the 80s babies. I always grew up with that old mentality of you can't walk around here saying whatever the flying hell you want to say out of your mouth and expect for somebody to respond the way that you want them to. Not everybody is going to respond back with their mouth because they don't have the power to do that. They don't have the mental capacity to do that. But baby, they know how to knuck if you buck. I'm just saying. So getting back to this last thing, so Giselle laughs through her teeth about, you know, Jamal and how, oh, I'm not believing anything that Monique says. I'm not believing anything that you have in the binder. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. But see, I'm not understanding how you can't believe it. Because when she read off that man number to you, it was the number. You couldn't lie. Y'all listen to me. That was the end of that thing. But I cannot wait till next week. I cannot wait till next week. I don't feel bad about nothing that Giselle is getting, y'all. I don't feel bad. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real. I feel like Candace deserved to get popped. I do. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Candace deserved to have gotten popped. When you walk around here with a mouth like Candace got, there's only two places that mouth gonna carry you, to the hospital or to the damn grave. My mama used to tell me that all the time. That mouth of yours gonna get you two places, the hospital or the damn grave. I don't feel bad for Candace. I just feel like Candace needed it. Candace needed that wake-up call. You're not a little girl no more. You're a grown, rusty-ass woman with a husband. It's time to carry and conduct yourself like one. And you can't walk around life feeling like I could say whatever I want to say to you, but because we're adults, I know you're not going to put your hands on me. Say what? Say huh? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. And I really wish a lot of y'all would stop sitting up on y'all high horses and grandstanding and acting as if y'all never seen people over 30 fight before. Y'all see that shit all day on social media. all day. Half of y'all like it. Half of y'all look forward to it. That's another thing that pisses me off about people. Stop acting like y'all have never seen a fight before. And stop acting as if you've never been in one. Like Monique did one thing, albeit bad. Monique did one thing, and every single last one of y'all, with the exception of Karen and Monique, completely threw her away. When really the only person that should have been affected by that is Candace. Thick Weave, she didn't do anything to you. Tacky, she didn't do anything to you. Dickless Dyke, she didn't do anything to you. She did nothing to y'all. Nothing. Nothing. It's amazing to me. And see, Candace, you're still so immature because you really walking around here feeling like you have an upper hand in this thing because you got Robin and Giselle on your side. Girl, do you not know they ain't loyal to nobody? Nobody. To be honest, I don't even think they're loyal to each other. I'm just going to be real. I don't care how long they claim that they've been friends. Robin, you're not her friend. Giselle's, you may consider yourself her friend. Giselle considers you her flunky. Anytime you got a grown, rusty ass woman telling you no matter what somebody says, whether you agree with them or not, have my back. What, bitch? That's not how this works. So you're basically telling me I can't have a mind of my own. I can't sit back and be like, well, damn, Giselle. I mean, yeah, me and you cool and everything, but it ain't like what Karen's saying is a lie. Like, she don't even have to run down on you. It could just be like, well, girl, it ain't like what Cameron really said is a lie. I mean, me and you, we supposed to be cool. We supposed to be besties. I munch your carpet every night. I suction my puss with yours every night. I mean, damn, I can't even get to be around them. I can't even get to know the true whatever this is that you got going on with Jamal. Y'all like up this video. Like. It's 594 y'all up in here. How many likes I got? 280. Y'all continue to like this up. Like this up. Thank you for the cash apps. Everybody, I've been getting y'all cash apps. I've been up here on my soapbox because I really had to get that off my chest, y'all, because it was really pissing me off. But thank all of you all for these cash apps. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Y'all, what did y'all think about last night's episode, y'all? Because that's all I got. That was the end of it. Baby, listen. The highlight for me was that god-awful ass snakeskin rug that that Robin with her skin bag ass. Robin, if you don't take that skin bag you call an ass back in the back and try it again with a new damn like. And see, this is another reason how I know that Giselle is not your friend, because it's no way in hell that I would have allowed my friend to come out looking like that. But see, then again, I mean, you know, it won't like Giselle was any better. You know what I mean? Like, but this is the thing though. You got somebody in the wig business, Karen. Karen wig was cute. You could have easily like, hey, yo, Karen, I know we really ain't feeling each other right now, but girl, I'm having a bad hair day. Help a sister out. I'm more than sure Cameron would have helped you out. You too proud to ask for help. Dear God in heaven. Andy's facial expressions told it all. Andy was not expecting what Monique had. You could always tell when Andy kind of suspects that he's going to get something good out of this. Andy's facial expressions was like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his face. It was like, yo. Like, I knew this was probably gonna get heated. Yo, like that was his, like that would have been my expression. I would have been like, oh my God. Like, and I'd have just been looking at Giselle like, well, girl, what do you got to say for yourself, sis? Because I mean, she read this man number. She read down what it was that she had. And it's the same damn thing. Y'all saw my review last night. The same thing that she had, I had. And I put it right up in my review. The screenshot, all of the women. I mean, mine really took the cake because she basically let it be known, I'm not the only one. He got about 2 babies out there that he's not claiming, that he knows is his, but he's not claiming. Like, whew. Yes, Andy was messy, but I don't think Andy was expecting it to get as far as what it got. You know what I mean? This had to have been the best damn reunion of Housewives of Potomac. Like, it had to have been. Like, just the look of defeat on Giselle's face. Like, Giselle could do nothing but have that nervous ass grin like, shit. Okay, I want to lie, but I can't lie. All right, let me just admit it. Like, it was like... Let me tell y'all something. The fans is what did it for me. Y'all have been sending me and tagging me all night long to so many other people and reviewers that watch this show on Instagram. Baby, whether you love Monique or you hate her, everybody had the same. Even El Teddy. And for whatever reason, El Teddy don't see it for Monique. I guess Monique pissed in his oatmeal. Y'all know his old ass. He eat he eat what's that oatmeal in it? Girl, what is it? Porridge, child. Y'all know El Teddy old ass eat porridge. Hey El Teddy, you know I had to do a jab in there. You know I love you, big bro. Even El Teddy had to give Monique credit where credit was due. Even El Teddy in his review said the way Monique read Giselle with surgical and laser-like precision, I was here for it, and so was I. So was I. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. I do not feel bad. El Teddy is my good brother that's a part of the Just Us League. P. El Teddy 27 official. Matter of fact, look him up on YouTube. He is hilarious. Girl, let me see what the chat talk about, though. I don't even watch Potomac, but I had to go watch the reunion, and baby, I was entertained. Won't you, Brit Brad? They're all lying. I think it was another plot for Candace to pretend like she was pressing charges on Monique. It's public record. Candace is listed as a defendant and Monique is the plaintiff. I have to look into that. Monique and Karen got that gobbleneck Giselle all the way together. She did. She got Giselle as all the way together. Never seen Giselle so speechless. Karen and Monique was the MVP of Potomac. They were the MVP last night. Like, they played hot potato with that woman's life. And I was all here for it. I was all here. I was all in. And however she felt is just how she felt. Oh, well. I was in on it for every bit of it. Monique became a Housewives legend last night. She did. The blood of Jesus flowed through Monique last night and cleared the room. Did it not? Did it not? Dorothy lives with Candace and Chris in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Ooh. Wendy's face was greasier than a bucket of KFC. Her she did look like she just got finished eating a nasty $5 box from Popeyes. I mean, her face was greased down. It was. And it was. Wendy's face was greased for the gods. It was greased to the gods, child. Dorothy sold the National Harbor house. What? She is divorcing her husband. Wow. A YouTuber named Chanel talked about the lawsuit. Candace threw hers out, but Monique kept her countersuit. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm going to be so sad when the reunion is over and you can't read these heifers for a while. I know, me too, but don't feel bad. Fret not and do not cry for her, Argentina, because Basketball Wives is surely approaching, and then we just going to do this again. But for the most part, we got to deal with slow ass Atlanta. So, you know, it was the read followed by is Jamal. Baby, when Karen said, is Jamal here? And again, Tacky Dacky Jezebel, a deer caught in headlights, was like, no, he's not. And then here go Monique. Of course he isn't. Baby, when Monique said, baby, you up here playing frog. Season after season, you have a whole nother damn man hopping up from stage to stage. I hope he's here with you this season. Hopefully he'll be sitting behind you. You better breathe. Hey, baby daddy. I don't like LaToya. LaToya made my nuts itch. Yes, Monique made herself housewives elite. She did. Lover, hater. Y'all cannot take the fact away from Monique that she read them down to the ground. They could not take. They did not know what to do. Whenever you got Candace and Robin trying to and this was what really pissed me off, was when Candace was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, why would we believe anything coming from a hoe or whatever the case may be? But let's not forget, you were so quick to run off and play Run Tell That when you got an email that production sent you about Ashley with Michael and the damn chick in the hotel room. So what's the difference? What's the difference? You had proof of that and you let that be known, so she's not supposed to have her own proof. That is proof, and that is true, because everything that they said, I got. Y'all saw on Neighborhood Talk, everyone caping for Giselle. Girl, bye. What's funny is how Monique is Andy's favorite with that binder. She never gonna get fired from last night. Oh, hell no, she ain't never gonna get fired. Do y'all really believe that Monique is going to get fired after what she gave last night? Girl, bye. Monique ain't going nowhere. Monique has solidified her spot in Real Housewives of Potomac. She did. She did. This had to have been one of the most epic moments in this franchise's joint. It had to have been. Girl, Monique ain't going nowhere. Monique ain't going nowhere. Y'all can forget that. If she was on the chopping block, I guarantee you Monique saved her spot. Monique saved her spot. Period. I honestly would have faked a cry and left the show if I was Giselle. Girl, they said Giselle was backstage crying. That's what they said. Is Jamal coming? Had me hooting and hollering. Me too, Boogie L. Yeah, Andy, y'all know Andy is messy as hell. Y'all like up this video. It's 609 of y'all in here and 330 likes. How many of y'all like it up? Like it up, like it up. Andy is very messy, but Andy is also very calculated. I think Andy Ben knew about the binder, but he ain't know what was in that joint. I think Andy thought it was probably just a little yang around the house prop that really wasn't gonna amount to much. Shoot. Speaking of crying, Candace, I'm over your tears. I'm over your tears. Like, first of all, and I'm with Funky Dineva with this. It's like this was shot a long time ago. Now here it is again. You get down to the reunion and you still crying for what? Like at this point, you should be over it. Over it enough to the point where you're not going to cry. Now, don't get me wrong. While you're watching it, maybe a tear will drop here and there, but it's just like, bitch. Like the way we saw her crying at the end, whenever she gonna cry, the way that she did it, you would have thought dusty ass Dorothy got into a car accident or something. Like, they need to bring another housewife to be Monique's friend. Candace wasn't too traumatized to be bucking that Monique. Thank you so much, Rock Royalty Creations. That has been my entire argument through this whole thing. And all of you Candace stands calling yourselves going in, letting have on me about I'm so insensitive. How can I feel like that? I'm so messed up. I hate women. I hate this and I hate that. No. If my whole argument is I'm scared for my life, I don't fight, I don't do this, I don't do that, the last thing I'm going to be doing is bucking up at the bitch that pulled my ponytail and made me call her daddy. Pulled my wig weather and made me call her daddy. That's not what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sitting there pretty and sophisticated and I'm not going to say nothing unless I'm being spoken to. And then if she tried to get buck with me, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I don't do this. And I'm going to run off the stage like a distraught white woman. Like, that's what I would do. But y'all know, that's just me. Thank you, Boo, for the Cash App. Mwah. Thank you for the Cash App, Boo. I appreciate that. Thank you. Honey, surprise, surprise, surprise. And the truth. So much for Giselle, her upholding her and Jamal's reputation. That's another thing that pissed me off. When Giselle said that during the season, I said, what reputation? The reputation of you being a part of his harem of hoes? Because other than that, I don't know what reputation you're speaking of. It got to be them harem of hoes that you want to be a part of so bad. Talk about something, that the show helped strengthen the relationship between your daughters and him. How, Sway? How? Nothing about what we saw between him, you, and your daughters could ever strengthen up anything. How? Maybe it's something I missed. When Giselle read that number and Candace said, well, that's unfortunate, that was a mic drop moment. It was. Why was Candace so invested on Monique and Giselle? Maybe because Giselle was doing the same with their feud. Maybe, but at the same time, Giselle and Robin only took up her beef because that was basically a way for them to ice her out. So it wasn't as if they was doing it because they genuinely felt bad for the girl. Hell no. That wasn't why. This was a way for them to surely ice her out because the whole, trainer thing and that what the Chase isn't his son thing won't gonna work. Come on now. Look at it for what it is. Harem of hoes. Now that was legendary. It is. I'm not understanding why Giselle is still trying to be in a fake forced relationship with a man who has a harem of hoes and baby mamas and endless trail of babies up and down the damn coast. Candace is whack. I agree. Monique said, forget these other hoes. I'm going to kill the queen. Right. Kill the body and kill the head and the body will follow. I'm with Monique. Kill the head and the body will follow. Zoom meeting down to the church ASAP. Okay. Candace was collateral damage, just like Robin. Just like Robin. I think the fact that Candace defends Giselle was like a paycheck, a transaction. I found it annoying as well, child. This episode was boring as hell, but I screamed when Ashley said Dean looked like a... Listen. Ashley, you pulling a Portia from last season. Because Portia did the same thing when everybody said PJ looked like Dennis with a bow, and how Portia took that like just God forbid she looked like her daddy. And even Robin was like, well, how did she come for your family? By saying that Dean looked like his daddy. And Ashley said, yeah. Thank you for telling the truth, Ashley. Now we see exactly where you and Mike lie. Talk about something. My body is basically Dean's body, and now this body. Yeah, your body is Dean's body. Dean's body, his briefcase, his laptop, his globe, his nameplate, everything. Like she was pushing out. Y'all, I heard she having another boy. Congratulations to you, Ashley. You finally got Tommy Pickles. Now you got his brother Dylan. Shout out. You got 2 boss babies, honey. Yes, God. Baby, they gonna be running Michael's company from the womb. Okay, they was running Michael's company from the womb. Do y'all hear me? Dean and that new baby making show. Come hella high water. That they gonna stay rich and fabulous, bitch. Point blank, period. I live. Ashley's marriage is a joke. It is. Ashley is securing the bag. I'm not mad at Ashley for securing the bag. That's what you're supposed to do, baby. Secure that bag by any means necessary. And if you got to lay down with a greasy ass white man that like to grab men by their bussies, then it is what it is. I mean, look at the situation with the YouTuber dudes, Armand and Trey. Y'all already know Trey as gay as I am, but you see how he got a real pretty baby mama and he just had a baby girl. Shout out. I'm not mad at her for doing that. Listen, work ain't honest, but so long as it's paying your bills, who am I to judge? Leave Benjamin Button alone. Listen, we love Baby Dean around here. Excuse me, we love Tommy Pickles around here. Okay? Dean is CEO of Darby Enterprises. Do y'all hear me? He been working on that since how many times? That's why Ashley had to push out him, the desk, the swivel chair, the nameplate, and that nasty piece of snow globe. The briefcase, the laptop, the charger, the Wi-Fi, the router. Like, Ashley was putting in work down to that hospital bed. Ashley had to push out a lot of shit about her cooch. That's exactly why her asshole got split. So we love Ashley around here. Well, we love Baby Dean. I mean, I'm indifferent towards Ashley because the old Ashley came back out towards the end of this thing and I no longer liked it. But okay. Don't act dumb. Y'all know them girls have been shady saying them kids look like they daddies, child. I want to be Dean when I grow up. Me too, spilling all the tea. Why didn't Wendy say anything about Giselle lying on Karen? That was my whole argument earlier. When Giselle raised up her hand and said, oh, well, I added the floozy comment. Why? Why couldn't you just relate a story the way that you got it? But I hope Wendy sees Giselle for her works, but we know she won't. Wendy, listen, y'all. Wendy and Giselle are LSs. If you've never been to a HBCU, that's called a line sister, okay? Both of them crossed the burning sands to be a part of the AKAs. And, you know, they're going to have each other's back. That's why when Wendy got up on this thing, she did not give Wendy the reverbial mean girl antic that she gave Monique and gave Katie and gave Candace. That's why she didn't do it. But I will say this, Karen, you lied a lot towards the end of this thing. So, you know, yes, y'all continue to like up this video. Like up this video. It's 647 of y'all in here. There's no reason why I should be at 377 likes. Y'all like this up now. I ain't asking y'all for nothing. I ain't asking you for no PayPal. I ain't asking you for no Cash App. I ain't asking you for no Super Chat. All I want is a like. Likes are free. If you would like to donate to the channel, that's cool too. But I really need them likes. Y'all like this up. No, they're not line sisters. They're sorority sisters. Listen, bitch, I've never been a part of a fraternity, a sorority, or nothing. I was in band, okay? To me, it's all the same. Line sister, sorority sister, scissor sister, it all runs all in the same realm to me. You said Giselle pledged at 89. Wendy pledged in the 2000s, dear God. Now, how you gonna call out Giselle like that and say that she pledged at 89? How you gonna call her out like that, Rachel? Shall. So basically, Giselle, you pledged when I was 1, and you still up here with these antics. Girl, grow the hell up. Well, why is it I'm more mature than you? Child. You was a band too? Yeah, shout out to the band heads. You was in band too. You was color guard. Child, y'all don't do nothing. I'm just playing. Shout out to the flag line girl. Oh, you was color guard. Oh, you must have went to an old PWY school. Because, girl, they flag line to the high steps. Okay, that's flag line. We ain't got time for no color guard, no color corps. It's flag line where we at, girl. Anyhow. Y'all, Giselle cried in the car like Red did on Friday. Shut up, CC Freak. Giselle graduated in 92 from Hampton. I know she went to my alma mater, so I'm supposed to go up for her, but fuck that bitch. Yeah, that's another thing that bothered me. Giselle is only about 6 or 7 years older than Karen. Younger than Karen. So the whole Geritol thing was like, girl, listen, don't listen. Listen. The gag is your neck is sagging and your ass needs some Juvederm. Okay? Shout out to shout out to Cece when she said that to Evelyn last season on Basketball Wives. Like, all of the old jokes that she was given, I won't hear for it. And Robin, you next, because you 40. You 40, look at every bit of 45, 46, 47. Girl, that might be why Juan don't want your old tired ass. That's probably why he running around here running with the young supple-breasted young little tenders like thine self. Yeah, Karen looks good for her age. Giselle is proof that you could be as pretty as you can be, but still cheated on. Giselle needs to humble her neck is sagging. Child. Yeah, she's a hard 40, child. A hard 40. Emphasis, on hard. A hard 40. All right, Demi Love. Have a good day, boo. Lord Jesus, how can you read like this? Because they pissed me off. They made me angry on the inside. The consensus is that people like to throw around the aggressive tag to dark-skinned Black women as a stereotype put down. Listen, My whole thing is, you know, we were in the band. Yeah, shout out to my good home girl. Yes, Phoebus Phantoms all day, baby. Listen, my whole thing is, no, you cannot refute the fact that Wendy was being aggressive to Ashley, and there was no other word or no other phrase that Ashley could have used other than aggressive. Because that, I mean, y'all listen, right? Like, look, I get it. I do. I'm not oblivious. I'm very smart. I graduated high school. I graduated college. I understand the plight of the darker skinned black woman because I am one. Okay, I get it, but not everything has to be contributed towards colorism. It just that situation is not a colorist situation because Wendy was being aggressive. There was no other pronoun for Ashley to use but aggressive. It ain't like she said that she was threatening and she tried to attack, you know, like what Candace did. That wasn't what she did. That's why I'm not understanding why when they brought that up, here go thickweed. And then Robin was like, hold on, bitch. Why are you looking at me like that? And she said, oh, I mean, I'm just saying, I want to hear all y'all answers. I mean, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's not a car, it's not a phone, it's not a laptop, it's not a Mitsubishi, it's not a curtain, it's not a dog. It's a damn duck. Like, not everything is colorist. Not everything has to deal with colorism. If you hadn't given off that energy, Wendy, she wouldn't have a reason to call you aggressive. If you gave off an aggressive aesthetic, why are you now mad that you're being called aggressive? Like, come on now. Stop playing with me. Hey T, hey everyone, go in and let have on those deserving. I'm just getting in. Hey boo. Yes, thank you for the cash app, boo. Mwah. Thank you, baby. Well, that's a good one. Yes, thank you for the cash app, boo. This laugh has been completely hilarious and it got me through my morning. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you too, baby. And thank you for coming in and watching the gagging. They call Monique a hood rat and ghetto, but aggressive hurts her feelings. Right. It would seem to me being called a hood rat and a hood booger, progetic and ghetto-fied will hurt way more worse than you being called aggressive. I'm just saying. Yeah, that argument is null and void because they were aggressive, Candace especially. Yeah, but that argument had nothing to do with colorism at all, friend. Yeah, they was just reaching. They was reaching. They was reaching. They was reaching. They was reaching really hard with that whole colorist thing. And I won't hear for that. Like that part, I won't hear for that part. Leave the whole colorism and the colorist thing. Leave that out of the equation. I'm not here for that. At first, Candace was laughing at Mo's receipts about, yeah, she was. She was. She thought it was a cackle. She thought it was a kiki. Keep that same energy. So I have a question. Is colorism real? Colorism is real. Colorism is a really real thing, but it ain't really real in this situation. But colorism is a very real thing, but just not in this situation. Don't get this twisted. Who do you think will be back for season 6? All of them. All of them. LOL, Terrence, you are hilarious. You keep me laughing when I see your views. Thank you, baby. Thank you for watching. Yes. Who's this? All American. Thank you for the Cash App, All American. Lord. Wow. Thank you for the Cash App. You said Candace don't like her own blackness. That's something to be talked about. Now, I ain't necessarily saying all that, but that is something to be talked about. They all have to film with Monique next season, period. Wendy needs to get off the show. I agree. Like, y'all, I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with Wendy being a dark-skinned woman. It has nothing to do with thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany, from an AKA. Child. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you for the Cash App, Miss AKA. Yeah, it has nothing to do with Wendy being a black-skinned woman. It has nothing to do with none of that. I just agree with Karen. She does not fit in with these group of women. She doesn't. She has real things going on. She has a real legitimate career, a real job. She wants to commentate for MSNBC. Then why are you getting on Real Housewives of Potomac? Why? For Portia to be on Dish Nation, it works because that's Dish Nation. That's a gossip thing. So that works. You wanted to be a comment wants to be a commentator for MSNBC. Like, you got to ask yourself, is the way I'm being portrayed or the way that I've been or is the way that I'm portraying myself on this show, does that work with what it is that I want my life goal to be? And if the answer is yes, then fine. But for me, I just don't see the correlation between you wanting to be a commentator on MSNBC, but want to be slumming it up on Real Housewives of Potomac, calling women bitches, and all of the rest of this stuff, acting so aggressively and throwing your degrees all in people's face. Like, okay, whatever. Spike Lee's School Days teaches on colorism. Potomac ain't it. LOL, haven't seen School Days. Give it a watch. Okay, School Days is my movie, honey. When she licked down Big Brother Almighty's part, I lived. I think the issue lies with the fact that Giselle and Robin have displayed the same behavior and have not been referred to as aggressive. Now, that argument I can get with. That argument I can get with. But then again, I can't because I've called them worse things than aggressive. So, I mean, they may not have been called aggressive, but they've been called worse things. But still, that argument, I will accept that. Yeah, shout out to the Hampton Pirates that done came out the bushes, honey. Yes, Laura King. Wendy has all those degrees. She has access to getting a whole lot of money. Why does she need Real Housewives of Potomac? Well, to let the streets and the people tell it, her ass is at $1.5 million worth of debt in student loans. So, she do need Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm just saying. If Wendy does come back, she could get her in-laws on the show. I'll accept that. It'll give us something else to talk about. Degrees don't pay. Bravo cuts checks. Okay, Tiffany Samuels. Wendy just wants to be on TV. Don't matter where her niche needs praise to be and to be seen, no matter how. That's why her and Candace get along. I agree. I was just wondering, since I saw a lot of comments calling her brown skinned, but once again, I'm from France, where black people are mostly African with less mixture. So to me, she's light, honestly. Who light? Wendy? And Portia don't star Real Housewives of Atlanta in the position of being on this nation. Period. Well, she has 4 degrees. So it does make sense as to why she's 1.5 deep in debt with Sally Mae. And one thing about Sally Mae, baby, they don't play when it comes to their money. Like I said before, you could be on your deathbed 2 minutes away from going to glory, and they will damn sure call the phone. Listen, before you take your last breath and before you get in front of St. Peter, I'm going to need for you to clear a check to pay off this debt. Because you don't want to leave it to your family now, do you? What about Candace calling Ashley a bed wench? I won't hear for that. I won't hear for that. I won't hear for that. And if I was Ashley, I would have been like, okay, but at least my husband take care of my bed wench ass, and my kids. Do your husband take care of his kids? No, your husband don't even go around there to see about his kids. And you being his wife, I'm gonna let that alone. I disagree. She can have a real career. Ciao. Now, Wendy Terrence, I was speaking about Monique being light-skinned to me. Oh. Smart people get scholarships. You better believe it. I just don't want to see 4 for 4 break her ass back next season. Not 4 for 4. What does Michael do? I don't know, but he do something to make him $1 million every year, honey. Africans come in many complexions. Not all are darker, so that doesn't make sense to me. But okay, my friends from South Africa are light brown skin. Yeah, that's true. I have a friend that's African, but he's light skinned. So that is true. Super chats are accepted and greatly appreciated, but if you don't want YouTube to take 30%. Oh, thank you, little baby, for the shameless plug. Yes. What's a bed wench? A whore, a Jezebel, a floozy, a skank, a skeezer, a slut, a tramp, a trollop, a hoe. Do I need to continue with more adjectives? Because I really could. Candace called Ashley a bed wench, but she's married to a white man herself. Okay, period. Yeah, Chris doesn't do anything for his kids. Like, to me, that's hood rat mentality. That's projectic behavior. Like, why would you want to get married to a man that does nothing for his kids? And every chance you get, you on this show talking about, I want a daughter. I want this. I want that. Um, on God, you are not letting up on these women because it pisses me off. It's like, would I want to be with a man or want to marry a man or want to start a family with a man who already has kids that he doesn't do anything for? Like, I would feel fucked up in the inside as a mother and a woman if I was to have kids with him and he does for my kids, but he doesn't do for his others. Like, but something tells me, Candace would just go along with it. So, girl. Chris shouldn't want kids because he don't take care of the ones that he got. Thanks, Nikki, for the Cash App, boo. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you for the Cash App, baby. Appreciates. 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 Thank you. Terrence, I thought you when Monique hit with the receipts, child. Shout out to Jonathan. What's good, Jonathan? Shots with T. Candace stupid. I can't mess with a man who don't see or talk to their kids. That's disgusting yet. Feels he's gonna be different to hers. No, yeah, that never works out. Sorry, I hit sent too fast. What you say? Take it back. Monique is light skinned to someone darker than her. I'm not sure how we are grouped light skin and dark skin based on that group, and Monique would be considered dark skin. Listen, I consider light skin like a light bright. Like that's what we used to consider light skin. We used to consider light brights. Like people that's like this, but they black like this are considered light skin. Like you got all of these other people. Yes, China Black. Thank y'all for y'all Cash Apps. You got. We're gonna move on from that because I don't want people trying to come. I don't want all of the people thinking I'm colorist and all of the rest of this because I grew up to where light skin was just that. Light skin, brown skin was just that. Brown skin and dark skin was just that. Dark skin. We're gonna move on now. Ashley, Robert, and Giselle are light-skinned folks, making this more complicated than it. Right. That's light skin. I mean, or at least that's how it was when I was a little girl. I mean, but you know, things different now. So hey, teachers on. Perhaps Wendy's mom can help her pay her student loans. I mean, that's how I feel. It's her fault that she got all them damn student loans. Living for her mama and not living for herself. That's another thing that kind of kills me with Wendy because you're quick to throw your degrees in everybody's face and you're telling Karen how happy and proud she's supposed to be about your degrees. But here it is, you don't even want them. You want to do other things with yourself. I'm just saying. Moving on. What do you call Monique compared to Giselle? Giselle is light skin. Monique is brown skin. Stop making this difficult. Maybe that's why they haven't had children yet. Exactly. Dear Lord God, who is this? Thank you, JJ, for the Cash App. Mwah. Thank you, JJ. This live has been the most lady I have ever seen. Shout out. Thank you, baby. Shout out to you for the Cash App. Wow, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you. This sounds stupid. Evelyn is aggressive and light skinned, point blank. If you're aggressive, you're aggressive. That's my whole thing. Leave color out of it. If you're aggressive, you're aggressive. Leave your color out of it. T, do you think Monique gonna go in on Lil Chris when it gets down to her? She might, and I'll be here for it. I'll be here for it. Oh, baby, Candace is going to come with her white women tears, honey. She is going to come with her white women tears. Lay down with a deadbeat and catch fleas while you sit around here talk about my husband itching, so I should be itching, girl, so should you. Because when you lay down with dogs and deadbeats, you go come up with fleas. Yeah, Chris got some kids. I decide who I want my mods to be. You can join the channel by going to my page and just clicking the join button. Thank you for the Cash App, boo. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all been doing it for these Cash Apps. Y'all making me feel special. This is an early Christmas gift. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for my Christmas gift. Thank you. Bet little Chris won't put hands on Big Chris at all. At this point, I'm over the whole thing. Let's talk about Baby Dean and about our weight child. You need more tea on Juan and Michael. Child, we ain't gonna never know that real tea. Robin know though. I was all here for Karen and Monique. Karen started it and Monique finished it. Giselle was hurt and bothered in the inside. Okay, period. Whose read is going to be remembered, T-Subs? Phaedra's infamous read to Kenya about the sperm bank or Monique? No, Monique and her read takes the cake of the sperm bank. Monique and her read takes the cake of the sperm bank. It really do. Girl, Phaedra was just mad because her husband wanted to stick his dick all up in between Kenya's legs and in between her butt. That's why she was so butthurt. So I'm not giving Phaedra all that much credit. Girl, you're mad. Because your husband wanted her. Okay? Michael went down on Juan and gave him hush money. I'm sure of it. Okay? Chris said he was estranged from his kids. Lord, the comments move. Here you go. Chris said he was estranged from his kids due to child support payments. Deadbeat. Thank you, Tiffany Samuel. Yes. Hold on, I'm trying to highlight you. Thank you, Tiffany Samuels, for the super chat, baby. Thank you for the super sticker. Unboxing. Thank you for the super sticker, Tiffany. I appreciate it, babes. The fact Michael only calmed down when Juan came to say, okay, period. Phaedra did read the F out of Kenya that one time. Yeah, she did, but this one takes it for me, period. Yeah, exactly, Fran. Mike ain't telling. Mike is not about to mess up his good dick appointments just for our nosy asses, and I don't blame him. Yes, thank y'all. If y'all would like to donate, Cash App is scrolling, PayPal is scrolling. You can also donate by joining to the channel. And I also have merch. It's cold outside. I got hoodies. I got long sleeve shirts. Go on ahead and hit up the merch store, honey. Get you a nasty piece to go busy yourself, sis. And moving right on along. And get you a nasty piece of a cussified shirt. Because y'all know we cussified around here. Go on ahead. Yes, Vina, for becoming a new subscriber. Welcome, welcome. I don't even understand why Candace is writing for Giselle and Giselle Teresa. Yeah, like Candace is immature. It goes back to what I said before. Candace is very immature. She thinks that she has a friend in Robin and Giselle, and I'm here to tell her that she doesn't. I keep trying to tell her they're only taking on her beef because it's a way for them to continue to ice out Monique. I keep telling her this. She doesn't want to listen. And I feel like if a bitch don't want to listen, fine. I'm not gonna keep telling you the same thing over and over and over again. I'm gonna let you keep knocking your head up against the brick wall, and maybe once it starts bleeding, you'll listen to what somebody got to say to you. And Dorothy says she's not helping to make any payment. Do y'all believe it? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe that they bought that house with their money, or put a 2 in the chat if you believe that Dorothy bought that house the same way she bought the other one. Thank you, baby. Michael is a jealous mistress. He was pressed and jealous about the proposal. P.S. Please try to say my name right once. Girl, I ain't even going to attempt it. I ain't even going to attempt to. But I appreciate your super chat, baby. Thank you. You know you a loyalty sub. You know I always know you, child. If I ever see you, I know your name. Dear God. Thank you, Lori. Yes. Real tea and HU love. Yes, God. Shout out to the home of the pirates. Yes. Thank you, baby. Child, y'all is messy. It's so many twos up in this thing. It is so many two. Candace made sure she got that house before the reunion, but okay. Don't get me wrong. Congratulations. I'm glad you got you a cute little house or whatever the case may be. But now I ain't gonna say Dorothy helped pay for the whole thing, but I do think Dorothy put down the deposit. Now the rent, because I'm more than sure y'all renting. The rent, I'm more than sure y'all are gonna be paying for, but I do think Dorothy put down the deposit. That's what I'm going to say. Is Candace broke? No, Candace can't be that broke. As many people that been getting up under my comments, she's on that BET film. So, you know. You say one and two? I think Dorothy put down the deposit, but I think the bill is going to be left on them. That's what I'm going to give her that much. Hey, big brother, what's good? I made you a mod, big brother. I hope you see your range. Big brother, true savage. I hope you see your range. I told you I was going to get you. Yeah, Maryland rent is not cheap. Isn't girl? Listen, New York. Listen, I'm gonna tell you who rent ain't cheap. New York. I know people that's roommating in a 1-bedroom because the rent is about 2 stacks a month. Okay, so I know if it's high here, it got to be high down there. BET pays with Oliver. My cousin was a producer at BET years ago when BET child. You feel the same way about the house? Yeah. Oh, Big Bruh said too, honey. BET pays with Olive Garden gift cards. They say BET don't pay that much. Child. Listen, I wouldn't know. My ass ain't on BET. Did anyone see how mad Robert got to? But yeah, I spoke about that. I would have been mad too because colorism had nothing to do with that. Like, we're not going to do that. Upper Marlboro rent is at least $3,000 a month. Oh, dear Jesus. And my cousin live in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Well, listen, I feel like this. If you got it, pay it. If you don't, move. And with that, you guys, this has been so much fun, you guys. This was epic. We have over 630 something people up in this live, y'all, and it's only going to get bigger and better from this point. I'm about to end it right here because I've been on for 2 hours, y'all. This has been so much fun. Like, so much fun. While 492 of y'all are still in here, listen, before y'all leave, tonight at 9 o'clock, the whether you like it or not, Real Housewives of Potomac panel will be up on Scotty's channel tonight, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central Time. Make sure that you are there on Scotty by Nature's TV YouTube channel. We gag over there, and I don't want y'all to miss it. So make sure that you are there. Set your time. He already has it up on his channel. Go to his channel. Set your reminders. You're not going to want to miss it. If y'all think I gagged, wait till we get up amongst everybody else and they start to gag. It's going to be something. Definitely make sure to head over Scotty by Nature TV. Definitely set your reminders. You're not going to want to miss it. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central Time. This was so much fun, you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of the super chats, all of the cash apps, the PayPals. This was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for the likes, the clicks, the views. Y'all are awesome. Thank you guys so much for the subscribers. I'm almost up to 13. Almost up to 13K because of you guys. All right, Carrie, I will. I love spilling all the tea is a good boy ass lie. Okay, he be up there reading them hoes down just like I do and Bondi do and Scotty do. Okay, the nice ones that are up there is Josiah, Niecy, and Jamie. Okay, do not believe spilling all the tea. I love you guys. Y'all be great. Y'all be safe. And I hope I see y'all tonight in the building. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central Time, Scotty by Nature TV for the panel. It is going to be epic. Because y'all know I'm going to be up there clowning like I always do. And hoes going to get mad like they always do. But oh well.